Before I get into today's discussion, it was placed upon my heart, sister, to say this to you. Sister, after you have given all of your emotional energy, all of your sexual energy, after you have given all of your affection, all of your attention and focus, after you have poured out all of your tender love and care to a man, when this man does not reciprocate with an offer of marriage to you, this is why you feel so injured. This is why you feel so depleted, empty, and exhausted, because you can't get any of it back, sister. So before you do all of that, you tell whoever might be concerned that in order to get any parts of that, the price is marriage and nothing less. And if he's not headed in that direction with you, if he's not taking you in that direction, then you get to politely take what you kept, take it with you, politely excuse yourself from that situation, and you get to walk away with all of your dignity, all of your self-respect, and all of your virtue. This way, when the right man comes along, you won't be a mere fraction or a shell of your emotional self. But when you find yourself in these pseudo relationships, and by pseudo I mean anything outside of marriage, anything other than marriage, then you run the risk, in the name of love and in the name of trying to find happiness, of receiving such injuries. So let me help you look at relationships a little easier. A relationship is where you and your mate are headed in the same direction. It's that simple. If you are headed in opposite directions, sister, you're not in a relationship. A relationship means that you have a shared objective. As for love, I want you to look at love this way. Love is not an intellectual component. Love does not research. Love does not study. Love is not based on facts. And so I say, turn down the volume on your emotional self so that you may gain clarity. Love is not a useful tool in your decision-making process. And as for happiness, you've heard the cliche, happiness is a choice. Well, when I say this, when I say happiness is a choice, this is what I'm saying. You have to learn to be happy with the choices that you have made. You will not be happy if you are unhappy with all of your decisions. And it doesn't matter the outcome. As long as you're happy with the choice, you have just increased the odds of being a happy person or experiencing happiness. The problem that you're running into, sister, is that you are under the misimpression that becoming a man's girlfriend is a step towards getting married. You have adopted this faulty or incorrect, or should I say, you have misconstructed the belief that becoming a man's girlfriend is within the natural progression of your relationship with him. You think the next step is becoming his wife, and I'm going to tell you right now that, believe it or not, being a man's girlfriend is actually a step away from becoming his wife. And I'll tell you why I say this. Sister, in the same amount of time that it takes for a man to get to know you as a person, in the same amount of time that it takes for him to get to know you well enough to ask you to be his girlfriend, it takes the exact same amount of time for him to see you as his wife. Welcome to Hashtag Relationships, where today I will explain to you why becoming a man's girlfriend is not a step towards marriage. Sister, when a man plays you off as his girlfriend, he is saying, I like you enough to spend the night with you, or to spend several nights with you, but I don't want you badly enough to spend my life with you. Which means the next time a man plays the girlfriend card, or let me say the girlfriend game with you, you just politely tell him that a man told you that the right type of man for me is not going to see me as his girlfriend. He's going to see me as his wife. And though your offer may be flattering to some, thank you for letting me know that you are not him. Sister, here's an example of what I am trying to say. After we meet as a man, I'm a man, after we meet, I do what I have to do in order to get to know you better. And I do my best to allow you to get to know me better. The question is, what am I trying to find out? What exactly am I looking for? Sister, I'm trying to find out, are you the woman that I want to marry? So how does becoming his girlfriend get in the way of this process towards marriage? If you are just his girlfriend, and let's say these days things are a little more complex with single men and possibly children from a previous relationship. Let me just give you this scenario. You're his girlfriend, and he has a child from a previous relationship. As his girlfriend, you are expected to respect your boundaries when it comes to his child or his children. But if you were his wife, his child or his children had better respect their boundaries with you. A man's girlfriend does not take priority over his family. But as his wife, sister, you are his first priority, and this is scriptural. Genesis 2:24, therefore shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave unto his wife. Now, inevitably, you think that because you are his girlfriend, you think that if you just hang in there long enough, that he will eventually come around. You believe that becoming his girlfriend is the stepping stone or the gateway to becoming his wife. And so you remain steadfast for many, many years as his girlfriend, and then comes the inevitable. Sister, inevitably at a time, over a period of time, frustration will grow. You will become frustrated with having to walk this fine line and stay at a comfortable distance away from the man that you love, so as not to cross your boundaries. What do I mean by boundaries? Well, there are sometimes things that you might want to say, some things that you might want to get off of your chest, and you might have good intentions, but because you are his girlfriend, those things, though necessary, would be categorized as inappropriate to say because you're just his girlfriend, bless your heart. And now you find yourself in a situation where you, as his girlfriend, you can't come between a man and his family. And as a rule, sister, a man's family cannot come between a man and his wife, and you know this is scriptural as well. If you check Mark chapter 10 and verse 9, what therefore God has joined together, let not man put asunder. Guys, I'm just here to help. I want for you what I want for myself. I want you guys to be happy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to live a life of longevity and one of fulfillment. But above all these things combined, I wish upon you many, many blessings. I hope this information has been in the least bit helpful. I have certainly enjoyed sharing it with you. I am looking forward to your response. And as always, my name is Jay Jackson.